Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the first episode, I guess, of Blast from the Past Gaming. Thought I'd give this a try, give it some troubleshooting, see how it goes over here. Hopefully the chat should be popping up above me on this overlay I have here from Stream Elements. We'll see how well that actually works. So this is kind of troubleshooting a few things, see how it goes. Unfortunately, I cannot right now. You know, the chat should be popping up because that's part of my Stream Elements overlay, which is definitely working. Don't know. We'll see what happens throughout this. But yeah, I just thought I'd give this a try. Thought I might try doing some gaming on this channel for Sundays as part of the Sunday block party that, Snowdub kind of starts, and then Ords, and then see if I might be able to weasel my way in there. So we'll see what happens. I wanted to try and set this so that it would raid Ords afterwards, but it's not letting me do it. So it's just how I set this whole thing up with Stream Elements and with OBS. It just won't let me set up to raid. So I'll be sure to link the Friday night after party toward the end of this stream. First link I wanted to throw up, actually, for everybody to check out. And also, really quick, wanted to say hi to Phil, TMNT, says hello there. I cannot pull up the chat, unfortunately, but we'll see what happens. We've got a Duck Dangerously as well saying hail. Let's see. Is my regular chat? We've got a Yerbami in here. Yeah, I do not see these chats popping up here on my feed. Oh well, I'll just be sure to keep an eye on my actual chat box here. Keep up with everybody. What is up, Yerbami? Duck Dangerously. Steven, if you haven't yet, you need to check out the song The Summoning by Sleep Token. The back half of the song is sexy as hell. Okay, The Summoning by Sleep Token. Might do that tonight between streams. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know how much of a between streams there's going to be for me today, because I'll be going straight into that Friday night after party over at Ord's World, his second channel now, I believe is where that's happening. We'll find out. I did actually want to throw another link up in the chat first. Wanted to throw my support out there for Memology 101. His channel just got hacked. It's gone. It's total crap. I love Memology 101. He's an amazing creator. His videos are really short but really dense with a lot of knowledge and just opening your eyes up to a lot of the absolute ridiculousness in our politics. So I wanted to throw some sunlight over on Memology and his channel getting hacked. There's a tweet he put out there on his Twitter, which I believe is just at Memology101. Go there, retweet that, tag Team YouTube in it. Please, let's try and do what we can for a creator in the space. Great dude. I haven't met him, but everything I've seen that he's done for interviews and the like seems like a really great dude. So please go out there, support him. But in the meantime, his second channel is still up, and I'm going to put that here in the chat. It is Memology 102. So go and sub to a second channel. There it is in the chat. Sub to that. Show him some love over there. He also has Memology 103, and I think it's M News 101. Something like that. But check out all of his other channels because he still has control of those. As far as tonight, we are playing Champions of Norrath over on this side. Champions of Norrath. Excuse me, I got cat hair on my face. It was just snarfling a kitty. I loved this game. When I was a teenager, this was a regular sit-down couch co-op game. My friends and I would get together. We'd play some Champions of Norrath. It was one of the games that used the multi-tap, and my buddy had the multi-tap so we could actually do 4-player on it, which was tons of fun. 4-player couch co-op with these types of games is amazing. Online can be a lot of fun, but there's something about being on the couch with the person, sitting there in front of them. It's just amazing. I absolutely love it. Before we dig our heels into this game, I'm gonna see if I can't, on the fly, fix our chat issue here. Let's see what I can do about this. But yes, it's if you've ever played this game was for PlayStation 2, came out in 2004. If you've ever played actually a game that was a little bit more popular than this, I think, Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Very similar style. I want to say it was the same studio, Snowblind Studio, that did the actual gameplay creation. It was a whole team. A lot of different people had their hands on this. Sorry, trying to do multiple things at once here. There we go. Overlays. Let's see. I'm not seeing how to fix this. Can I add another layer? Sorry. Like I said, this was a bit of a testing stream. See how stuff goes. Only one way to find out. But tons of really great games, like Duck Dangerously said, Champions of Dark Alliance were go-to couch co-op games. Same. Never got to get my friends to sit down and play Dark Alliance, unfortunately. Just never really worked out. Let's see. Oh, crap. Might just have to go without having the chat on the stream for... No, that's not what I'm trying to do. For this here... do... Text... No, it wouldn't be under text settings. Position, size, and style. No, it would be under settings. And there's just not an option there. Okay. Let's see. Add alert box. Sorry about this. Trying to be not crap. My chat. Okay, let's see what I can do about this. I don't know if this is gonna change anything. We'll see if this actually has any effect. I doubt it, but we're gonna try it. I don't know if this is gonna do anything on the fly. Hey, we got a Snowdub in here. What is up, Snowdub? Asking how I got my PS2 on live. This is emulated. I'm on the PSX. What I really want to find out is if I'm able to... Why is this not working now? This was working before. Why won't it now? Yeah, using an emulator here to get this to work, which it's not wanting to do. All right, like I said, this whole stream was designed to let me test some things out, see how stuff works. One thing I would love to do is figure out if I'm able to do online play, like the equivalent of multi-tap play, online with the PSX. I think it's this adapter I have in here isn't working. Alright guys, bear with me for a minute. I'm having to go around to the back of the computer and plug in my controller. Oh! That messed everything up. Oh no. 4 hours away from 39. Happy early birthday, Duck Dangerously. That is awesome. Lord of the Rings RPG in 2011. I don't remember the Lord of the Rings RPG. I do remember the Lord of the Rings PlayStation 2 games. You had the Two Towers and Return of the King, which were friggin' awesome. Both of them were totally awesome. Alright, that's got the sound back up. Alright, let me go around to the back of the computer and try and get this fixed. I gotta take the headphones off. Alright. There we go. Now I got it working. I have this, it's just a USB extension cord, 6-foot USB extender. It just doesn't like to work on certain things for this PC for some reason. My other PC, I can use the extender, no problem with the controller. For some reason, it just does not want to work here. Oh, War of the North. Lord of the Rings War of the North. Yeah, I remember that. I did not play it, but I do remember it. I think that would have been PS3. Or, yeah, 2011? Yeah, that would have been PS3 times. But alright, we're gonna get this going. See, and like you see, it has this internet game option, but that's specifically for the PlayStation 2 internet hookup, the Ethernet you could do with that. So that's don't know how that's gonna, if that would work. And you have the 2-player option here, but anytime I've tried to do multiple controllers on a computer for the PS2, just doesn't work very well. Okay, it was for PS3 and it was less than great. I will tell you, the Lord of the Rings games for PlayStation 2 kick ass. I mean, they're simplistic games, kind of like this one, but they totally kick ass. I loved Two Towers and then Return of the King later when that came out. Great games. Very simple RPG mechanics, but nonetheless RPG mechanics. A lot of fun.
In what may be our darkest hour, the unthinkable has happened. Orcs and goblins.
Oh yeah, this game brings back some memories.
Have now become allies and attacked our beloved home and
See, I still enjoy the heck out of games like this. It doesn't have to look great. I don't care so much about the graphics. I want the game to be fun. And I feel like games have become so... they've just become so homogenized that once you've played one game, you've played like all the games. And it's fine to have different genres of game that they kind of fall into. Like, this had a style, the Snowblind style, that worked. And I think that's part of it. Studios used to have their own style. Now that, like, the Ubisoft method was found to work, you know, everybody's doing they use, you know, assets, not assets, but they use the style that Ubisoft put up. Everything's go to find a tower, unlock part of it. It's got to be an open world RPG. You know, well, it's an open world game, over the shoulder, which I actually prefer over the shoulder, by the way. Got some kind of melee combat or a bow. It's got RPG elements, and it's you go find a tower, you unlock the tower to get all the areas in it. It's this very, very basic form of open world game that just, I don't know. There are other games that have done it better. I always thought the open world Sims that like Bethesda used to make were so much better. Let's see, this looks fine. The Mordor games are very drab now. I played the first uh, Mordor game. Trying to remember what that was just called. It was a very basic name. Um, Shadow of Mordor, I think was the first one. I played it. It was all right. I fell off pretty quickly, unfortunately. Um, but I can't complain too much. I paid like $5 for Shadow of Mordor, so it wasn't a big deal at the time. What do I want to play as? So we have the Dark Elf Shadow Knight. We have the Erudite Wizard. Male and female. Let's see. High Elf Cleric. I am actually quite partial to clerics in tabletop games. Do like a good cleric. Wood Elf Ranger. So the problem with Wood Elf Ranger, actually the problem with a lot of these games is aiming is a bit of a bitch. It kind of sucks, unfortunately. One of the things that I thought Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance did very well with the wizard class in particular. I can't remember if they call her a mage or a wizard. I think it's a wizard because it was by the time 3rd Ed had come out. But I don't know if I want to do the warrior. I think ranger's actually pretty. All of the classes are actually pretty good in this. But when I play tabletop games, I love cleric. I don't know why more people don't play it. Oh, sorry. I'm getting scatterbrained here. I'm doing too much at once. Man, you're seeing my ADD in full-blown right now. I can't remember what I was saying a moment ago. Oh, what Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance did very well was the magic missile for the mage could direct itself, but every other spell you had to auto-aim, and it's just kind of difficult to do. You know what? Screw it. I don't care that I'm alone. Well, the buffing spells to benefit teammates are kind of eh. I can learn offensive and defensive spells. I feel like Cleric is better with a team. I might do Ranger. Let's see. I've done the Shadow Knight recently. I have another character going, which is the Shadow Knight. I think I'm going to do the Wizard, actually, just for some fun. Also, that is a scantily clad wizard. This game would be so canceled if it came out these days. Let's see. Ever play the Lord of the Rings MMO RPG? No, I'm actually not a big fan of MMOs, specifically. So, no, I have not. So this might actually be a bit of a challenge playing a wizard by myself, an erudite wizard. I used to love Lord of the Rings Online, played the PvP as a creep. I honestly think Bald is the best option for this chick. I mean, the top knot's not bad. That's not bad either. That actually looks kind of cool. Yeah, I'll go with that haircut. Let's see, color. Might just go with the black and green. I think I like the black and green. Alright, points. Oh, gotta have some int. Got to have some int. I'm min-maxing here. Screw it. Gotta increase total mana and mana regen. Let's see. Dex is always a good one to have. Let's see. Total health and health regeneration. That's pretty good already. Let's get strength to catch up a bit, and we'll put you to 30. Definitely min-maxing, though. D&D Heroes on Xbox was epic back in the day. That was our 4-player game in college. D&D Heroes, I think I played that game. That was kind of a shorter game, but it was similar to I'm trying to think. It was almost like a beat 'em up style game, like the old beat 'em up DOS games they used to have back in the day. Yeah, that game was pretty cool. I want to say I played that one. That was a fun one. So at some point, do we need to do a playthrough of Icewind Dale 1 and 2? I have never played the... let's see, what are we going to name her? We are going to name her Blast. I bet this has wraparound. It does. I just went all the way around for nothing. Blastaria! Yeah, D&D Heroes was like Gauntlet. Yeah, that was a fun one. All right, starting the game as the Erudite Wizard. But I've never played any of the PC D&D games. I have not played Baldur's Gate on PC, Icewind Dale, Neverwinter Nights, none of them. Not a one. I think part of it is that I spend so much time on actual tabletop games that playing them on PC, like I want something more action-oriented on PC, even like a side-scroller, which I love side-scrollers, but I spend like 8 hours a week playing actual tabletop games, and so I kind of get... feels like I'm spending a lot of time just on, turn-based RPGs. Also, aren't those are 3rd edition rules, aren't they? I'm so deep into the OSR now, I don't feel like going back to 3rd ed rules. I hate to say it, that's actually probably part of the reason why I own but have not finished KOTOR. But I think it's the same problem, is because it's the tabletop system, and I already spend so much time on tabletop games that I don't know, if I'm going to spend... I would rather take that time either preparing for the next game if I'm going to be running, or playing something just more action-y, action-oriented. I have also heard that Neverwinter Nights... Let's see, what are...
The elves have built quite a city here.
Okay. So that's attack. I'm not very good at it. And that's my spell? Yeah. I think I'm going to be relying on that spell a lot. Oh, get the gold. This game actually has voice acting, by the way. It waits for all of the text to load first.
No one is permitted to use the lift until every single goblin and orc is destroyed. No exceptions.
Let's see. Alright, turn in the gamer card. At least Megan gets to keep hers. Look, I've tried playing them. It's just, it wasn't my thing. I understand they have some great storylines to them for the KOTOR games. It's just, I couldn't get into it because I just couldn't do it. If I'm going to be playing a D20 system, I want to just have pen and paper, or pencil and paper and dice. That's how I want to do it. I want to be sitting across the table from a person. I'm too used to doing it that way. I mean, I have a bookshelf full of minis over there that I unfortunately have not been able to use in so long. Haven't had an in-person game in far too long. See, don't think I have... Oh, I do have gold to spend. Straight to potions. Potions are most important in this game. I'll buy a lesser mana. Alright. Yeah, I tried. I did. Just wasn't my thing, unfortunately. That's right, those are the save points. Gotta save the game, kill some goblins. Nah, real people try to grandstand and do way too much off topic. Won't ever do tabletop ever again. Okay, yeah, I will admit my group does have a problem with going off topic. We try to be pretty good about it, though. We try to keep, like, toward the beginning of the game and then after the game, most of our off-topic conversations. But they pop up here and there. Stand still, you little bastard. Grandstanding? Okay, that's just something that's not cool. See, aiming in this game is a bitch. I kind of hate that I have to, like, break these things open. I really should have done the ones earlier in the mission, but I don't. Yeah, we try not to have any grandstanding in our games. Now, we get into rules lawyering, but that's just part of the game. Rules lawyering just happens. You gotta try and make sure you're playing the game right. Get him. Okay. Yes, gate scrolls. I know all about those. Also, I leveled up. Too much breaking actual rules. Had someone who was lawful good all of a sudden decide to switch to chaotic evil and kill me to change classes? Okay, that's uncool. No. Alright, we have a general rule. What? That went right over his head. Uncool. We have a general rule at our table of no intentional player-on-player violence. Now, if you accidentally say you have an area of effect spell and you accidentally happen to kill your teammate, things happen. You know what? This blizzard's kicking some ass, dude. Yeah, we do, generally speaking, try to avoid that. There have been several occasions, though, of accidental players killing each other. That has most certainly happened a couple of times. But it's usually something a little bit silly, like one time a character used I can't remember what spell it was, but it was some sort of shout. And yeah, they accidentally killed their teammate. You know what? These things can happen. The teammate was in the water. Ooh. Teammate was in the water. They were spider climbing up on a wall and shouted down with his spell into the water, and the cone just happened to hit their ally. So, oops. This was him literally cornering me after the group went to sleep and murdered me. Okay, yeah, that's not cool. In fact, if I were the DM, I would have instituted some sort of punishment for killing another player. It's just not cool. Alright, get out of my way, guys. Alright. Also, like, the type of games we play, we tend to do dungeon grinds, and killing your ally is just patently a bad idea. It's not the kind of thing you would want to do. Because that's just going to open you up to being more likely to die. Your allies are a very important resource to keeping your character alive. We also tend to get a bit foolhardy as it is. We have a bit of a propensity for having a lot of death or glory moments, and we tend to take death or glory. A lot of last stands, a lot of a lot of almost assured death fights. We like a lost cause in our games. He and the DM apparently talked about it, planned it. Funny enough, the rest of the group didn't take it well, and they all wiped. Nice. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to the Wood Elf Guard. Oh, man, you gave me the initial... Oh, yeah, that's right. I just had to clear out the goblins first. What's up, Achilles Jones? How's it going? Having a good time here in some Champions of Norrath. Decided to do some Blast from the Past gaming, or I think I call this, like, Gaming Blast or something. I don't know. I should have called it, like, Blast Processing or something. That would have been so much cooler. There's the character sheet. 3 points remaining. Why mess around? Putting 2 into intelligence, and I'll put 1 in strength. Alright, we got blunt weapons, shock of frost. Oh, I can't even get concentration yet. Required level 3, 135 mana regen. Bolt of shock, 46 to 68 damage for that. Fires bolt of lightning at creatures. The lightning will chain... Okay, yes, becomes chain lightning eventually. Let's check out this character sheet, because you actually get a character sheet. See, this is what modern RPGs are missing. You don't have an actual character sheet in the modern RPG. Yeah, Gaming Blast is see, literally carried the group prior to character's death, killed a troll while pretty much everyone else was critical missing over and over again. Yeah, it's... Planning to kill characters and stuff like that just usually doesn't turn out well. We've had a couple of instances like that. One dude did actually get up and walk out of the game. So, I have seen it happen in the past, and it did not go well then. That also we found out later on was a bit of a misunderstanding as to the style of game we were playing. So definitely, just after that we pretty much made it a rule of no player-on-player violence. Yeah, see, more character sheets. Gotta have I want to know how much experience I need to level. That you normally get. But just show me all of the pertinent information right here. There's my strength, all, my ability scores. I only have 4 in this. Attack, damage, armor, health, mana. It doesn't have to be much, but RPGs have character sheets. Currently no quest. And then, you have a skill. It is kind of a skill tree, but nonetheless. Not a very good way to scroll up and down, just having to do that. I'm honestly thinking about hanging on to this point to drop 2 into concentration. Let's see. At higher rank, gives more damage and shrapnel. That's a pretty good increase in damage right now. Screw it. I'm not holding on to anything. We're doing this. Oh, I forgot to check my, check my gear. See if I got anything good. Okay, gear doesn't wrap around. Gotta stick with the blunt weapon. Pretty good rod. Let's see. 8 to 14, 7 to 12. I gotta go with the 8 to 14. There we go. What do we got here? Okay, all of my current armor kind of sucks, so we got that. That's a 7. Am I even wearing anything on my head currently? I am not. There we go. Ooh, 11 boots. There we go. And got gloves that are 12s, and that is our only leggings at the moment. And cloth armor. Crushed Storm Shard, and 4 Gate Scrolls. Not bad. Not bad. Did I play Disco Elysium? I did hear that as far as an RPG goes, Disco Elysium was good, but no, I have not played it. I don't get as much time as I would like to play as many games. I think part of my problem isn't that I have enough time to play as many games. That's part of it, but also I have a tendency to not have a stick-to-itiveness to games. I tend to jump around a lot and actually very rarely complete games. Like, there's only a handful out there that I've sat down and, especially if they're longer, put like the 80 plus hours required to actually beat the game. In fact, there's some games I've put in more than 80 hours and still not beaten the game. Technically Oblivion. I have not done the main storyline of Oblivion. I have done every damn thing else in that game, just about. There's a handful of quest lines I have not done in that game, but technically have not beaten it. Let's see. Oh, I'm hanging on to those. So what's this? 7? That's 8. Nah, we're selling that. I'll come across something better. So yeah, one more level, we'll be using those. Was a good detective RPG with very interesting take on skills and stats. Yeah, wasn't it a bit of a bane and boon kind of thing? Like, if you got a positive, you would get a negative as well, or you could intentionally take negatives. I was actually expecting a bit more from, what was that game? It was the one that Obsidian did a few years ago. Outer Worlds, I think that's what it was called. You know, we were promised this is the same studio that made New Vegas, and they're doing a game similar to that style, but it's going to be in, you know, a large open world, an actual open world if we're expecting it from Obsidian. Roleplay game with, you know, branching paths and blah 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 and multiple factions, and it wound up being a freaking hub world shooter. That's what it wound up being, was a hub world shooter with honestly some interesting things in there. The whole getting potentially getting negatives from like addictions and the like. All of that was pretty cool. But the game itself I found rather boring. I did not care for Outer Worlds. Have a birthday soon, like Nina Infinity. Happy early birthday. Yes, that is Duck Dangerously, right? Birthday coming up soon. Having to remember things from like 20 minutes ago, which I'm not good at.
But we're fighting orcs today. Your words are wasted on this one.
Yes, Duck Dangerously. Birthday coming up soon.
To be a hero. When will Ithcorius stop sending them to us? They don't come prepared, they don't follow orders, and they don't bathe. They're more trouble than they're worth.
Oh, unskippable cutscenes. That's a thing.
This one right next to the others.
Yes, and some of the skills are really interesting. Even have skills like drama, which makes you a good liar. That's an interesting take on sort of the classic for charisma and the like. I still contend that I would love nothing more than another fantasy simulator that has systems and actual RPG systems on the level of Daggerfall. Daggerfall is... I'm trying to think of other games that actually stand up and meet, not even beat, but just meet Daggerfall. And the amount of stuff you're able to do in that game, the amount of just freedom you can really have in Daggerfall. And just simple things like a climbing skill, the ability to climb walls. I mean, you can't make your own spells in Elder Scrolls anymore. That got phased out. All sorts of stuff got phased out. Acrobatic skill, that went away after Oblivion. And honestly, going back, because I actually started with Skyrim and worked my way back through the Elder Scrolls library. I still have not played Arena, but you really notice going back in time just how many more systems are available to you, how many more actions are available to you, all of that. It's just so much more. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here, but How do I... There we go. Minimap. And it's a save point? Okay, it's a portal. I believe there's a save point up. Oh, careful with those guys. There's supposed to be a save point around. I'm portaling back to save because dying in this game sucks. It unfortunately sucks. They have conceptualization, which determines if your character is creative. Even a bit too creative. Huh, interesting. Alright. Quick safety save. And then going back in there. So Elder Scrolls got worse and worse. Elder Scrolls has gotten both better and worse over time. It's kind of like Tom Skerritt says to Maverick in the first Top Gun, better and worse. Of course, the visuals got better, the actual gameplay has improved quite a bit, just over time. Whoa, quit doing that. There we go. Jeez. See, you gotta be real careful with these fire beetles. They hit like a truck, which is actually pretty accurate to tabletop games in general. But as far as the actual role-play game elements go and the simulation elements go, so many simulation things have just disappeared over the years. For instance, Daggerfall, you can buy a horse, a cart, a wagon, a boat, multiple houses in each city of multiple levels and multiple variants that allow you to oh, watch out for that fire beetle. Oh, there we go. Just so much more freedom. And the dungeons in Daggerfall are so good. There's essentially an unlimited number of them because the game is procedurally generated. Which opens up a lot for the world itself to just be massively expanded. And honestly, while there's some really cool stuff that you get from having the handcrafted dungeons, 150 handcrafted dungeons of Skyrim, the procedural system for Daggerfall is so good and so amazing that it actually contends with the dungeons of Skyrim. You will literally get lost in those dungeons and have to pull up your map and try and figure your way back to the entrance, unless you have the recall spell. That's the only way you're gonna have a real chance there of getting back to the dungeon entrance quickly. Some of the Might and Magic losing its charm, but looking better with later entries. I will say, for Skyrim, it's not just that the game looks better. Moving in the game is much better, much smoother. Aiming with things like bows and spells, much smoother, much cleaner. I don't know, bows and spells were pretty good in Oblivion, actually. Oblivion's not a hard one to go back to. Morrowind, it's a little bit difficult to go back and really enjoy at the same level as far as the gameplay goes. But, once again, Morrowind even had so many more simulation systems open to you, so many more RPG elements to it, and it allows you to break the game. Breaking the game is not an issue in that. You can create some absolutely ridiculous spells in Morrowind that just wipe the crap out of everything you come in contact with. Alchemy is so broken in Morrowind. You can, very early in the game, break the ever-loving shit out of alchemy. And essentially boost your stats up as high as you want to. Morrowind was first Elder Scrolls, then went back, then forward. Okay. Yeah, see, I started with Skyrim. In fact, I had not played any of the Elder Scrolls games before I had played Skyrim. I don't know how, but for some reason they had just skipped. I had missed them.
And I could clean this place.
A level. Got to be careful with some of these chests. They will explode on you. Give them 20s. So yeah, unfortunately I just kind of missed out on that. Now, don't get me wrong, Morrowind, I love that game, but I would love to have something in the updated system, the updated Bethesda system that they use for the Elder Scrolls games with the Morrowind systems. Now there is something to just keep in mind. Here, let me go ahead and level up here. There is a game that Julian LeFay, the man behind Daggerfall and who did a lot for Morrowind, he is working on an independent game that does look to be quite interesting. I'm just going all out in here. Let's see, we got concentration now. I think that's all we have open to us. Frost Storm's at 8. Bolt of Shock at 5. Yeah, we're going with concentration. Before opening the spellbook, you must first place a cursor over a... Oh, that's right. I forgot I can do that. And I believe it's... Yeah, there we go. So when I get more abilities, I'll be able to exploit that a bit more. But yes, Julian LeFay is working on a game right now that is supposed to be the spiritual successor to Daggerfall specifically, called The Wayward Realms. Strongly recommend you guys check it out. If you use Steam, they do have a Steam page up. It's pretty bare bones, but... Ooh, run away, run away. Okay, made it through that. The Steam page is pretty bare bones right now, but in case you didn't know this, giving creators putting them on your wish list. Sorry, trying to do two things at once here. There we go. But putting works onto your wish list, especially if they're not out yet, and I'm not even saying stuff that is early access, because I don't like early access games personally. I want a complete game. I bought a couple on early access. I put some time into them. The game gets completed and I don't go back. I feel like I've gotten my experience out of it. But for games that are just up there but not actually released yet, putting them on your wish list is apparently important for them. I don't know why exactly, but the creators, indie creators in particular, always talk about it. So go check out The Wayward Realms. Ooh, that was close. Have I played SWTOR RPG? I have not, but Drew, Supreme Heretic, he has tried talking me into it many times to play in SWTOR. I don't care for MMOs. They're just not my thing. I did play some World of Warcraft back in the day, but literally for like 2 months. I played WoW for 2 months, and that was kind of it for me. Just wasn't my thing. I don't know. I prefer my co-op games to be couch co-op, personally. That's just how I like them. SWTOR is mid. Oof. Them some heavy words there. I wouldn't know. I don't like MMOs, like I said. Just not my deal. Which one of these walls do I break, damn it? Why can I not get in there? There we go. Why do you keep doing that? Quit zooming in. It fucks me up. Oh, gotta go for that guy. Alright, I think I need to go back and get myself some potions, because yeah, I have 1 healing tonic left. That is no bueno. Oh yeah, I gotta put my, wasn't the burlap gloves. There we go. Woolen gloves of lesser mana. Hell yeah. Sturdy circlet for 9. Yeah, I'll wear that. Or are those just 12, 8, and that's 13 plus 5 mana? Hell yeah. If Star Trek Online had better ground missions, it would be a good choice for MMORPGs. I do love me some Star Trek. I absolutely do. Yeah, just unfortunately, I have taken a look at the Star Trek game. It just doesn't look to be too good, unfortunately. Sorry, I was checking up on some stuff here. Okay. Sorry, I was making sure everything was working right. Everything was working well. Things were going wonky on my computer. There we go. The space combat is actually decent. Okay. Can you guys? Okay, no, you guys can't see my mouse on here. Oh well. Nope. Put those on. Oh yeah, earrings. Gotta have my earrings. Whip my hair back and forth. I'll whip my hair back and forth. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Just not an RPG guy. Or MMORPG, sorry. I find them to get pretty repetitive pretty quickly. You know, everything basically boils down to a fetch quest, and well, I really like this game, and it's really, you know, just about everything kind of boils down to being a fetch quest as well. I do just prefer it. Don't know why. But like I said, away missions are circa 2001. Yeah. I mean, heck, this game's circa 2004. So I don't need the games to be. I don't need everything to be the best game ever made of all time. You know, get fuck scrub. I don't need that. Achilles Jones, time for me to pray. Wish you a great stream. See you next time. Have a great one, Achilles Jones. Glad you came here. If you have time later on, check out Ward's board. He will be doing the Friday night after party, which, oh man, he's got like a pre-thing going on. Does he have a pre? He has a trailer where he's shilling Coffee Brand Coffee? That's awesome. Here, I'm putting the link up for the Friday night after party. It's supposed to be going live in like 11 minutes, but we'll see. Ords is perpetually late. Ords World. There you go. That is specifically for the stream. That'll be going up here late in the near future. So definitely check that out. I will be there later playing some Mario Kart, shit talking with the best of the best of the best. We got, we'll have Ords in there, Snowdub, Phil TMNT or Filtment. Man, why am I brain farting on who else normally shows up? Gaming or What? Ooh, she's geeky. Definitely go check it out. We tend to have a really good crew going there. I have a lot of fun. Lots of fun. Oh no, I want to sell. Doing that. And it took myself and Snowdub so long to talk Ords into getting back into doing the Mario Kart. Because I have been... That's one of the few online games I'm down with. I have been wanting to do Mario Kart online with people for so damn long. I was so happy to finally get Ords back into doing it. I could have done it myself, but, I didn't.
Ah, you're back.
Let's see, we'll probably keep going here for another... probably about another 15 minutes, and then I'll hop out. Okay, sorry. Wife yelling at the cats in the back. Again. Don't feel bad for the cats. They deserve it. 110%. Ooh, choker of mana regen. Oh, I cannot afford that. I cannot afford any of those. Alright. Let's hop back into it. Archage. Had some good ideas, but it didn't pay off. Not sure which game we were talking about then. Was that part of SWOTOR, I think? I don't know. I just didn't... I saw someone playing SWOTOR once, and this was like when it was still early on in its life cycle. And just wasn't my thing. Yes, Achilles Jones, have a good one. And have a great weekend. Die. Warrant staff. Some gold. Was an MMORPG where you could buy houseplant crops, buy ships and mules, do trade routes, and become a pirate/thief. That's Archage? That does actually sound interesting. But just didn't pay off. Sometimes they do that. There's also a problem, depending on if that game came out, especially in the Kickstarter days, there was a very big problem on Kickstarter with feature creep. I mean, that's basically the story of, Star Citizen, has been the failures of feature creep. Come on, lower your shield. Why do they have so many save spots, like, right next to each other? I will say that save point, I believe, is leading to the next area. Like, the next major area. And I think there's a branching path back here I'm going to go check out first. Not too many actual griefers and pay to win. And, yeah, feature creep didn't help. Yeah, pay to win is a problem with any type of online game, really. You can't just do pay to win because it ruins the experience for everyone else who's trying, actually puts the time and effort in. Whoa, that was a quick death. And see, that is the one problem with save point only. You die, you go back to the save point. That is one thing modern games do much better. So much better.
I need more mana.
Ooh, got him. I guess I picked the thing up. That's why I pretty much stick to Path of Exile right now, and hoping Diablo 4 corrects the errors of Diablo 3. I would very much like to see that as well. I would be very happy if Diablo 4 fixed the errors of Diablo 3. I mean, they have their demo out there, but we honestly just haven't seen much of the game proper since the demo dropped, unfortunately. So I will say it looks interesting. Could be a very good game. I really hope Diablo 4 does as well as it appears that it will be doing. It looks to be the proper top-down roleplay game experience that we expect from Blizzard for these games. Oh, that's a bow. I'll be selling that. Make Megan play it. What, Diablo 4? Oh man, when Diablo 4 comes out, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people playing that, I imagine. I'll probably be playing it. I am planning on playing the new Harry Potter game. Whether or not I stream it is kind of up in the air. We'll see. That's all I can really say is we'll see. I may or may not. I'll probably stream it at least day one, and we'll see if that game has the fanfare expected. Ooh, that's a lot of dudes. Ooh. Out of mana. Whoa. Come on, kill him. Alright, made it out of there alive. Yeah, setting aside money for Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, me too. Me too. I have not pre-ordered it yet. But I certainly will be. I am picking that game up. Even before any of the controversy came out about it, I wanted to play me some Hogwarts Legacy. It just looked like a fun game. I will say it does look like the combat, not to be a negative Nancy or a black pillar about this. I'm going to play it, and it looks like it's going to be good. But the gameplay itself does look like standard fare WB beat-em-up style game, but with just magical sprites. That's all it is. The abilities are going to be looking like magic, but I don't know. We'll see. The skill tree that they have out there, well, not skill tree, the spell book that you get, does appear to be much more comprehensive than some of their other games had, which wound up just being kind of a button mash beat 'em up type game. Particularly Mad Max. That one the combat was actually pretty sad in Mad Max, but it does look like it's going to be cast spell, counter spell, as opposed to punch, punch, counter punch, or punch, punch, counter, strong punch, weak punch. We'll see how it goes. Might pick up Dead Space at some point. Yeah, I have a history with Dead Space on my other channel. Let's see, still not able to get Bolt of Shock. Look, concentration is nice, but potions are a thing. I'm putting that point into Shock of Frost, just straight up. That's very quickly become my bread and butter spell, Shock of Frost. Shock of Frost. Mark is really enjoying the remake so far. Yeah, I bet it's a good game. The first one was a great game, very well made. I have problems with horror games. That was part of my issue. I don't know. Maybe I'll pick it up on this channel. Maybe I'll pick it up again, and we'll see what happens. The game's pretty much old enough at this point in time to be considered a classic. That is branching paths. We're going this way. Oh, plus it's a secret door. There it is. Yeah, we're going through the secret door. Oh, buddy. Oh, turn around. There we go. Oh, it's branching paths. Well, not branching, but multiple secret doors. Where are you guys? I know there's enemies back here. Oh! Oh! Gotta be careful with those. Yeah, just horror games in general. I become a big old pussy bitch. When it comes to playing horror games, I freak out very easily, which, I mean, you'd think would make entertaining content. Unfortunately, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't getting the viewing on my other channel with it. Maybe having more people watching would make it a more interesting experience. Yeah, because for a while there, unfortunately, it might have just been the time that I was doing it. Come here, guys. Alright. Gotta pick up the stuff from back here. Yeah, I might just, I mean, I guess it would depend on just how good the remake is of Dead Space. I feel like it was a solidly enough made game in the first place, honestly. I feel like it didn't need too much polish, or any polish at all, really. I felt like Dead Space was pretty solid as is. I mean, the graphics were good enough. Ooh, run away, run away. So, don't know if I'll be picking that one up. I'll say certain game remakes have been pretty damn good, pretty damn solid. The Mass Effect remakes, those were more remasters, though. They weren't remakes. So is this a remake or a remaster? Because that matters. It's a whole new game. that they built from the ground up just with the original concepts, or did they just remaster the original and has better graphics and maybe a few quality of life changes? Because honestly, I feel like that game would have done just fine with a simple remastering. Just maybe update the graphics a little bit. Maybe a couple of quality of life changes. Nothing too major. Ooh, hey buddy.
I need more mana.
Ooh. Oh shit, I'm out of healing potions.
I need more mana.
Ooh, run away. Was that it for this place? Okay, I think that was everything in here. I think I'm safe now. Okay. I think we're safe now. It's more of a remaster than a full remake. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's all that game needed anyway. Was just a remastering, if anything at all. So, yeah, I might pick it up. We shall see. Can't make any promises at the moment. This is saying live in 5 minutes still. Video on it. He private the video. What's going on? Sorry guys, I'm checking up on what's going on with Ords here in the future. What's he saying? All right, Ords, come on, buddy. What are you doing here, man? What are you doing to me? You can't tease me with the Friday night after party, man. Video. What's all right, any updates? No, nothing yet. Okay. That's weird. Well, screw it. We're gonna keep playing for the time being. I gotta. You know what? I'm gonna do a bit of cleanup work here, and then I think I'm gonna call this stream for tonight. Yeah, using a gate scroll. So I guess this will be kind of our wind up, going to the shop, buying stuff, selling stuff. Seeing if I have any better equipment to equip. Hey, bronze circlet. Are those boots better than what I got? Nope. Oh, that's got to be better than what I was wearing. That's got to be way better than what I was wearing. I don't have enough strength to use that, do I? I'm definitely in the required level. Do I only have cloth armor available to me? I think that's it. I can only wear cloth armor. Okay, that's cool. Not a problem. I definitely need more healing potions and more mana potions. Bit of both. 9 to 16. Also 9 to 16. 7 to 17. 9 to 16. Oh, how about... No, was I looking at the wrong thing? What did I see was blue? Oh, Tarnished Dirk of Jolts. That has more damage overall if you include the lightning damage. Ooh, 19 to 25. That is actually the most I can do right now. Excuse me. First off, gotta sell. Yeah, you're going. Oh, excuse me, everybody. It's got that tickle in my throat all of a sudden. Alright. Buy some potions. Because, like most RPGs, the only items you should ever really be buying, as far as equipment goes, potions. Potions and scrolls. Damn. Well, everybody. Gonna gate scroll back here. Gonna hit that save point. And I think I'm gonna call this a night. I think that will be happening. Let's see, any updates from Ords? Just checking, not seeing anything as far as current live goes. Let's see, just trying to see. No, what the heck? The heck? That is uncool. Okay, can't tell you what's going on with Ords. All I can do is I will link his channel here.
Some of us have lives to lead.
I'm going to link the channel so you can check that out, because I don't think it's, yeah, it's not even up on his channel right now, so he'll figure that out soon enough. Alright? But here, everybody, is the link for Ord's World. Go and give him a check out. Let's see. Can someone explain to me why people actually liked The Northman? I just keep getting told it was good, and I heartily disagree. Okay, Duck Dangerously. As far as The Northman, I couldn't say. I haven't seen it yet. I will say I've seen a couple other movies from the same director, and I'm about 50-50 on the movies that I've seen from him. Excuse me. I just don't feel like his style of... I mean, he tends to get really weird, particularly in the third act. It gets, like, super weird. And it's one thing if you kind of build up to that weirdness, and I hear that it gets weird in The Northman. I feel like that would work as an ultra-violent action film, or just as a, you know, a fun adventure film. Kind of like 13th Warrior. It definitely worked for 13th Warrior. It's an adventure film, fish out of water scenario. So, yeah, I feel like that would work, but I don't know, I was just kind of iffy on it with him. I also do not like Nicole Kidman, and anytime I see her in something, it's just like, it's an automatic black mark against the show, movie, what have you, in my humble opinion. So, not a big Nicole Kidman fan. I hear her part's not too big, but yeah, I just haven't watched it yet. I think it's on one of the streaming services I have. So, let's see. Half the movie is shot like the Game of Thrones episode, The Long Night. Yeah. Just very dark. Lots of, you know, can only see by the firelight. Yeah, I couldn't say. There's a lot of movies out there that a lot of people like that I had to heartily disagree with. Nicole Kidman was miscast in it as well. Yeah, that can happen. I think that Nicole Kidman in general is miscast. I just... She's had a couple of movies I guess she was alright in, but nothing I can think of off the top of my head. Unfortunately, nothing I'm aware of. I've just always thought she was a so-so actress. Midsummer was another one like that for me. Now, my friends were the ones who were telling me that Midsummer was great, and I saw it, and there were parts of it that are good, but for me, it's like right about the halfway point of the movie, all of the people in it stop acting like people who can think critically. That's it, and it just kind of pulled me right out of the movie. Like, at no point in time did any of these characters go, "Wow, there's some really weird stuff going on here, and people keep just disappearing. Why haven't I seen two of my best friends for the past 3 days? How have they just disappeared, and what happened to it? I don't know. It was weird. That kind of bothered me. The concept I thought was fine. The execution was the problem. And it set me up for what I thought was going to be something really good, because the beginning of Midsummer I thought was really well. Well, since you've already seen it, you know the spoilers to it, so no worries there. But it's also the first 10 minutes of the movie. Fuck it. But the sister killing her whole family and killing herself, that scene, just how that played out, I thought it was very visually pleasing, visually stimulating, a bit of a mindfuck sort of scene. I thought that part was very good. But then you get to like the last act of the movie, and it's just, do these people not know how to say this is a bad idea, this is weird, I don't like this? At no point in time could they have just hopped into a car and driven the fuck away. There were cars there they could have hopped into very easily. Like, why would the girl's fiance, the English couple, why would her fiance just leave her there? That is an unforgivable move, right? Your significant other, girlfriend, fiance, wife, you cannot leave them in a strange place with strange people so that you can come back later after securing bus tickets? What? No, totally not acceptable. Immediately hearing that, like, the chick says something about it, but the guy's just like, oh no, I mean, it's a thing. It's like, what are you talking about? That's retarded. No one does that. Don't do that. What the hell? But I digress. Let's see. I don't know if I can go full camera here anymore. I can't go full camera. Oh, crap. What's this? What's this? Will this work? I don't know. All right, I'm working on it. Oh God. See, this is why I have this set as a testing stream. Where is it? Video capture device. There we go. I'm just gonna call it video capture device 3. That's fine. Why is it not working? Oh God. Oh, what am I doing? Huh. Okay, that's weird. Apparently I can't get it to work. Sorry about that. I was trying to go full screen here, but oh, in fact, that was worse. That didn't even have my microphone set up. I'm back. All right. Well, I will catch you guys later. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on with Ord's stream at the moment. Let me make sure he didn't put it on Ord's board accidentally. No, doesn't look like he did that, because it's supposed to be over on his second channel, his live channel. So yeah, we'll see. He should be up here in a bit. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be retweeting it out, so if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see it. You will see it. But everybody, have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Duck Dangerously, Achilles Jones. Who else do we have in here? We had Brain Farting. We had Your Bommy. Happy birthday. Or no, Duck Dangerously. happy birthday. You're just, 3 hours away from a birthday now. Happy birthday, Duck Dangerously. Snowdub, I'll be seeing you later. Phil, I'll be seeing you later. So you guys have a great one out there. Make sure I put Ord's. I did not put Ord's channel in the chat. What is wrong with me? There we go. Ord's World. Keep an eye out over there. Friday night. Man, you know the thing. Friday night after party. I was growing up in Pennsylvania, Scranton, and they rub my legs and the little kids. And this is a message from the press today. My butt's been wiped. Now that I'm done having a Biden aneurysm, you guys have an amazing weekend. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. I'm trying to figure out how to end this broadcast. I'll figure it out one of these days. But you guys, I'll catch you all later. I'll see you next week. Oh, next week's movie. Before I forget, next week's movie. We are doing The Exorcist. 1972, I believe, is when it came out. But we are doing The Exorcist, the director's cut. Love this movie. Absolute one of the best horror films of all time. Max von Sydow. It's amazing. I'll have to pull down. I actually have a signature. Got an autograph from Linda Blair. We can throw that in the background. Yes, next week, The Exorcist. And, I don't know, maybe I'll put up like a compilation of all the best curses in that movie, you know. I don't know if anything really beats Your Mother Sucks Cocks in Hell, Karis. That's just such a great one. It's timeless. Some timeless lines from that movie. But everybody out there, have a great one. I don't have an outro when I'm set up on here on Stream Elements, so we're